Rob, somebody else who
he doesn't do it for you.
I've been
he
a
doesn't
fan.
do it for you.
I've
Just
been a
he doesn't do
fan,
it
but
for you.
he ain't doing it for me right now because there's a report out of Philadelphia, Philly Inquirer, Keith Pompey, who was on the show earlier this week.
Yep, on Monday.
And his report says that James Harden is likely to re-sign with the Houston Rockets as a free agent. Re-sign meaning, of course, because he was there before he went to Philly. Rob G, this makes sense for neither side. It's not just James Harden. James Harden is conceded. Him going to Houston, he's conceding. I don't care about winning a championship. I don't care. I want to go somewhere and ball. I want to hang out, have fun, live the life I want to live, and just, I guess, put up numbers. But at this stage of his career, it's the only thing left for him to do is win a championship. He ain't impressing nobody if he goes back there and averages 31 and 7 or 8 assists. And it's certainly not helping the Rockets because they want to develop their young guys. They don't need Harden taking all the shots. And for Houston, that's the thing for Houston. What are you thinking? I mean, look, Rob G, Chris Paul makes sense to me for the Rockets. Trade for Chris Paul. You want a veteran around your young players, a guy that can teach them to be professionals, can impart some knowledge and wisdom of the game onto them, and won't take shots away from them, but rather will set them up with shots. Harden is an all-time great. He's not the greatest role model for these young players. And I'm not even talking about off the court. He's quit on 2 teams. He doesn't get it done in the biggest playoff moments. His style of play is, it's incredibly impressive, but it's kind of one-on-one. Kind of. That's an understatement. So, Rob G, I don't like this. Don't like it one bit. I'm hoping it's not true and that he'll go somewhere and try to compete for championships.
You know what, Chris? Everything that you said is accurate. There was not a single lie told.
Course.
I agree with everything that you said. And it's precisely why you owe James Harden an apology. Because you, Rob Parker, Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, J.J. Redick, Bill Ryder, pick your favorite.
The NBA world.
Pick your favorite sports media personality. I don't care who it is. Pick your favorite. Alex Teicher, Steve DeSager. Everybody is projecting their own values onto James Harden.
What?
Because we cannot comprehend the idea that a guy that talented, that a former MVP, is not driven by winning. And James Harden has shown us repeatedly that that's not what his top priority is. What he wants to do is whatever, I think in order actually, be a star, which is probably the biggest reason why he left Oklahoma City to go to Houston. He wants to...
He can be... Okay, go ahead.
Okay. He wants to make a lot of money so he can live a certain lifestyle, which is partly why he's photographed more hanging out with DaBaby than he is with any one of his teammates. And he wants to play, when he does play, a certain style of basketball that is not conducive to winning NBA championships. It's why he ate his way out of Houston. It's part of the reason why, in my opinion, he forced his way out of Brooklyn, because he thought that when he got to Daryl Morey, that Daryl Morey was going to do exactly what he did in Houston, where he said, we're going to build everything around James Harden so that James can be James, play a certain way, live a certain way. And that was exactly what he's going to do.
Did you think they were trading Embiid? I mean, really, they had to get Capella out of the way in Houston.
Mm-hmm. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, he should have known he couldn't play that way with Joel Embiid there. And he seems to love Embiid. Brought him a Rolex.
He gave the baby like $100,000 in cash.
So you saying he don't love Embiid as much as he loves the baby?
Exactly. he wants.
But hold on, Rob G. I'm gonna poke a few holes in your ridiculous claim that I need to apologize to James Harden. Didn't he leave Houston because he wanted to win?
Yeah, and then what did he do? He had an about face. Because as soon as he got...
No, because when he went to Brooklyn, he was playing well, from what I could see, trying to win. And then Kyrie decided he wasn't going to get vaccinated. He couldn't play, the season essentially. And Harden was like, yo, dude, I'm out of here. I'm trying to win. We can't win without Kyrie. I'm going somewhere we can win. That's how I read it. And I think that's what the truth was. He had to know, man, with Joel Embiid there and Doc Rivers, not Mike D'Antoni, that he wasn't going to be able to dribble for 20 seconds and shoot threes all night.
James Harden is trying to correct, in his view, was a poor decision or two poor decisions.
Trying to win were poor decisions.
What James Harden values is being James Harden. He enjoys the nightlife. Remember
they don't have nightlife in Philly?
He enjoys.
They don't have nightlife in LA, Phoenix, any of these contending cities. They got nightlife. Houston isn't the livest city in the country. It might be live. I'm not saying it's not live, but the livest.
For what he likes.
Strip clubs.
Yes.
They don't have strip clubs all over the place.
They don't have your James Harden retired jersey at every strip club across the country.
If he were to play there and go there all the time, they would probably retire it too.
Look, James Harden is just not wired the way we as sports fans would prefer that he is.
Rob G. Look, your take is lunacy.
You've been around enough professional athletes, coaches, executives that there are a lot more professional athletes in NBA locker rooms specifically that don't actually love basketball. There are a lot of them. The number of
Do you think he doesn't love? I think he loves basketball.
I think he loves what comes along with it.
You don't think? Look, that might be true, but his game, he seems to take his individual game incredibly seriously. In fact, if you want to argue that he gets tight in the big moments, that's a sign that you care. I'm not saying everybody that cares gets tight, but the reason you're getting tight is because, you're worried about what people are going to say if you fail, but you're also why into it that you're a little tight. You're trying to win so badly. Chris,
if that was true, why would he want to go back to Houston?
No, I think he's trying to go back to Houston because he doesn't care about winning.
Exactly.
Here's the difference, Rob. This is sports. This is sport. You know who doesn't care about winning? The guys that can't win.
James Harden.
When I was in high school, I was a star basketball player. I made all conference. I played in the City All-Star game in Cleveland. We had a nice playoff run. I was a star. I cared about my numbers. I cared about my accolades. But when I got to college and I started, but I was like a role player. You know what? As a role player that knew he wasn't going to be all conference, I didn't care about making all conference. I didn't care about my numbers because they wasn't nothing special. Seriously. That's who don't care about numbers. But you know what? Those guys do care about, the ones that can join, like a PJ Tucker, who can't carry a team to wins, who's not going to get a lot of individual awards. He wants to win, though. And he's going to places where can I win, where I can help a team and I can win. And I'm sorry, this is sports, Rob. Do you golf?
Yes.
Yeah, we golfed together.
Yes, we did.
I'm horrible and I'm better than you.
No, you're not.
So that's how bad you are.
Not.
No, but I'm horrible. I am atrocious.
Yes.
You ain't got to say yes. I didn't ask for an amen corner.
You came in last in your own tournament.
You're not much. You're on my level. You might be better, but you're on the same level as me. Okay. But you know what? Every time I go golf,
you want to win.
I want to win, but you know what else I want to do? I want to keep score.
Uh-huh.
There is no way I would golf ever without keeping score. I'm like, why? Why? Even if I shoot 127, I want to keep score.
Right.
I want to compete. If you don't want to win, sports is about competition. I know it's about other things, exercise and team work and all the things you learn from the team camaraderie and all that. But it is ultimately about competition. And if you are telling me I don't care about the competition, what are you saying? Is James Harden, Rob G saying, I gave it a try. I went to Brooklyn for, a year and a half. I went to Philly for a year and a half. So I tried for 3 years. And I've had enough.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to playing meaningless games where I can drop 33 points.
He wants, quote, basketball freedom.
You ought to apologize
to James Harden. Say, you know what, James?
Please.
I wasn't familiar with your game. I know that there's more to life than winning. Enjoy your millions. Enjoy the strip clubs. We'll catch you.
He can do all
in the
that
lottery
and try to win. Rob G, I can't believe you.